Today I'm buying more Bitcoin for $2,500, and that's because I prefer buying the dips and not the tops. Right now, the price of Bitcoin has dropped 31% since the peak in October, which means I can now buy at roughly 1/3 of the price, around 86k instead of 126k. To put it into perspective, if you could buy your dream home or your dream car at a 31% discount, would you be interested? And if we zoom out on Bitcoin's journey and look back roughly 15 years, we see a clear uptrend, and like everything else, the price moves in waves, up and down, and currently we are down. And many people, they believe Bitcoin will reach 1 million or more someday. And that's why I want to buy at these levels to maximize the potential profit when it goes up. If the price continues down, I'll buy more, a classic dollar cost averaging approach. Because sooner or later it turns back up again. And there's one thing I know for sure. Trying to catch the exact top or bottom is basically impossible. I buy on the way down and will take profits on the way up whenever I feel satisfied. If you look at sailortracker.com, you can follow Michael Saylor and his company Strategies Bitcoin purchases, one of the companies in the world that has the most Bitcoin. Yesterday, on December 1st, he bought for $11 million. It's a small amount in his world, but on November 17th, he bought for $800 million at a higher price than where we are today. Michael is long-term, I'm long-term. That's what matters, because we can't know when the top or bottom is in. The only thing we can control is the decisions and how we act. If things change along the way, like new regulations or if something else is taking over, then of course you have to adapt and make new decisions. I buy my Bitcoin through Virgin Bitcoin Prime ETP, which has a super low fee of only 0.25% per year. And since I buy through what's called an ISK, investment savings account in Sweden, I pay 0% capital gains tax. So paying 0.25% instead of 30% tax for buying real Bitcoin is for me a total no-brainer. Virgin Bitcoin Prime is an ETP that follows Bitcoin's price both up and down. Even if the price differs from real Bitcoin, and even though the market is closed on weekends, it's still a far better alternative for me. Even if I can't trade on weekends, if it dumped 15% and I wanted to sell, I still saved 30% on tax. Virgin is a Swedish company and backs our purchases with real Bitcoin, stored securely offline via Coinbase. And as always, I only share what I'm personally doing and my honest journey, the good and the bad, hoping you can learn something from it. But as always, you must make your own decisions. Have a good day.